Now, you guys know that I'm an expert hacker. I've hacked everyone, everything. I've hacked it all. It's not that hard. I don't know why people think it's a hard thing to do. And I'm going to show you examples of how it's not a hard thing to do. I don't know how governments don't get hacked more often with what we're looking at today. According to all the movies and TV shows that I've seen where hacking is involved, the best way to hack anything, to get into anything, is you have a program opens just window. You've got to have sweet ass techno music. That's 2. 3, alcohol. 4, cubes. 3D cubes. 3D cubes is the core concept of how to hack into pretty much anything. I can say from personal experience, the real hacking comes from spinning cubes, and I will prove that here today. I have videos, and we're gonna go through some videos about what hacking is, and hopefully you guys are gonna come out the other end of this expert hackers like me, and then you're on a government list for being too good of a hacker. That is the disclaimer. The big disclaimer that we have to put at the start of this video is pretty much that once you have finished this video, you will be so proficient at hacking that you will now be put on a government list, depending on where you live. Some governments probably don't give a shit. So anyway, let's watch some videos. We're going to start off with my favorite of the bunch, because I'm a little Aussie boy. I'm a little Aussie Australian boy. And this one stars our favorite acting icon, and that's not even sarcastic, Hugh Jackman. A little old, I think it's 90s, maybe it's 8. No, it looks, I probably should have done more research. Swordfish. Alright, so we got our first cubes showing up. And I think the goal of this scene is that he gets enough cubes to then get into the mainframe. Of course, it's always the mainframe. The only thing that does exist is the mainframe. You go into an IT interview, the first thing they're going to ask you is, okay, what do you know about our mainframe? And how much do you like mainframes? Have you ever hacked a mainframe? Mainframe.
Confirm. Please confirm.
You can tell he wasn't fucking typing anything. Pressing the same keys. It's like a Word document. He's got open while they're filming. He's getting some good cubes in there, I gotta say. He's obviously an expert. He passed geometry. Geometry will work.
50 please. Fuck, well, I'm fucked. No. Fuck you. Shit, let's go fucking away.
Okay, we can make fun of the cubes all we want. But now it's getting fucking accurate. Now this is actually real. You stuff up one thing, you make one bug that it doesn't make any sense. You spiral. You start spiraling. And nothing makes me feel less bad about myself than seeing the peak of human, Hugh Jackman, spiraling.
Oh, baby.
And he's done it. He's done it, ladies and gentlemen. He's got the cubes. He's got maybe looking, I don't know how many cubes is that. Well, 22 cubes or something like that. And then the 22 cubes, here's the main thing, right? The 22 cubes form the hacking cube. The industry lingo is really hacking cube. So to hack into something, you have to build enough cubes to make the hacking cube. And then with the hacking cube, you can use it on the worm generator tool, standing for Wild Orifice Rectifier Module. It's hacking lingo, don't question it.
Oh shit, on to the next one.
This one, I really like this one. You guys are going to find out why. This one's pretty good. I think you're going to enjoy it. Why don't you show them the video, Mitchell, instead of just hyping it up so much that you can never meet the expectation?
Freddy is my best programmer. If you can prove your skills up against him, then you have the job. But if you fail...
Okay, can I just say before we move forward that this guy is like a caricature of what a villain would be. Like he's a caricature of a bad guy. He's got like a lazy villain accent,
But if you fail,
a gold gun, and bad facial hair. No one has facial hair like this. That's a good person. Find me one person. Doesn't exist.
So, good old-fashioned hack-off, huh? Great.
Yes, I took my jacket off. Sue me.
Who are you?
Well, I've been out of the game for a little while, but they used to call me the Piranha.
There's no way.
And the wine makes its return. Okay, the reason that he's such a good programmer, such a good hacker, is right here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, he's gone with a slightly different approach. He's gone with the white wine. Has an interesting approach. We'll see how it works out for him. It's really who can open the most windows at this point, but the music is fucking banging. The music is banging. Hacking is all about the music. The music and the wine. Music and alcohol. You actually need 0 programming ability. Apparently a Chardonnay works wonders. I do great with a little old Shiraz, but music and wine, you gotta have that fucking... The faster the BPM, the more hacking you do.
but he's an expert at subverting complex security systems. He is the reason our own system is so secure.
Oh, yeah, I can tell. He did a great job.
That's my man.
What a little flex. Just humblest guy ever. Little flex. Boop.
You seem to know your way around the computer.
Oh, I'm sorry, we still talking? I'm kind of busy here.
Fucking disrespect. Holy shit. Yeah, I know you've got a gun. But I'm fucking hacking over here. I've got my Chardonnay. Do not interrupt a man who's got his Chardonnay going, okay? My shards needs to be fucking respected. Fuck off, old man.
You know what? You actually have a little hiccup there at the bottom of your page. The compiler can't optimize a value away like that. You just wanna... Yeah. There you go. Rookie mistake. I'm sure it won't happen again.
Oh, flex number 2. How amazing do you have to be? That's actually fucking goals. Hopefully one day I get the chance within a workplace to just reach over someone that I'm working with on a project and just fix their shit for them. I'm sure that they will be very grateful for that. They won't hate me whatsoever. I'm gonna pull this. I'm gonna take this. Sorry, Chuck. I'm gonna take this move to my next job, and I'm gonna be a superstar. I'm gonna be a fucking rock star, and no one will hate me.
Thanks for the help. Hope you enjoyed losing.
Done.
1 penny transferred out of the Federal Reserve into a secure account. Easy.
A little too easy, if you ask me. And honestly, who wants a penny? So, I hacked into the Buy More and got us all flat screens.
You get a flat screen. You get a flat screen. That's a dumb joke. I don't know how that works. Wait a minute. You're hacking places and putting in fake orders. Someone has to notice that the money doesn't add up or something, and you've just told them exactly where you are. Hey, criminal organization where we're doing all of this hacking stuff, and there's a bunch of mean guys here who are obviously doing very illegal things. I just gave your address away while doing an illegal activity. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure you don't have to worry about it. It's all good. You got some flat screens.
Whoa, whoa. Before you use that, I've got a little business tip for you.
And what is that?
You should really look into finding a better security expert.
And then we have it. Flex number 3. We saw it coming. We saw the flex number 3 coming.
Fixed it.
Okay. This gets me right here looking at all the lights went off and you're like, okay, cool. Maybe all the computers are running on some backup thing, but the computer in the foreground off, right? He cut the power to fucking everything. Everything turned off. And then somehow Freddie Wong presses the keyboard button and fixes everything when there's no way that his computer is online. Doesn't make sense. I think Chuck should be held to a higher standard in terms of TV shows. There should be a higher level of quality here. My immersion is fucking ruined.
Find him!
point your gun to what I assume is nowhere. He's run off in some direction, and you just aim your gun at your fucking second in command. Paul is standing next to him. Like, holy fuck, dude. Yeah, I'll find him. Jeez, fucking. His name's Paul. What's the villain's name? Darson. Darson and Paul, the villains. The main villain Darson and his right-hand man Paul. Villainous duo, Darson and Paul. That sounds like a fucking cool band, dude. Darson and Paul. I'm going to that concert, dude. You guys let me know in the comments below. You coming to Darson and Paul, or what music does Darson and Paul play? Darson and Paul, it has to be like techno music, right? Both of them are on a DJ set opposite each other. Similar. I'm thinking Scott Pilgrim. No, you've got the two twins from Scott Pilgrim, both on the same DJ set, Darson and Paul. But Darson, because he's the main guy, is a little bit raised. He's on like a higher platform. You've got Darson and Paul. And they're shredding the fucking tunes, dude. And I'm going to that concert. I think it's in November. Book your tickets now. DarsonandPaul.com. And that's pretty much it as well for Chuck. We got another one. This one is probably the most insane one. I'm gonna throw this up. And you guys have maybe seen this clip before. I think it's one of the best things to reference in terms of next level hacking. I think everyone makes fun of this because they just don't understand the plane of existence that these guys are trying to code on, right? It's too high. There's too many layers to what they're trying to do. And only the elite hackers of us, right, are going to understand how this works. Hopefully you guys can follow along.
No way. I'm getting hacked.
A port scan?
No, this is...
Honestly, just to start, there is like a million windows. If you're in Hollywood and you don't know how to portray someone being hacked, just a million windows at once. Just shoot them all out there. And they don't actually have to be windows full of anything. Just write green text will give you the best. In this instance, they work for a government agency. You just put fake government documents up, but just hit them all. That's how hacking works. That's what it's all about. You gain nothing from it, but it's like a power move, right? We were talking before in Chuck. You got to flex on them a little bit. You got to scare them. Million windows. There's a little tip for you. That was a free one. The rest of the tips in the video are going to cost you, and there will be you'll get an invoice to your email after you've seen this video. Actually, you have to like the video, removes the invoice. If you don't like this video, you will get an invoice for every other tip. And there is about, I don't know why I looked at my watch to count how many tips are in this video. There is at least 30 at $1 million each. $30 million. This one's free. So $29 million invoice for just watching this video.
Major. They've already burned through the NCIS public firewall.
Well, isolate the node and dump them on the other side of the router.
I'm trying. It's moving too fast.
Oh, this is not good. They're using our connection to the Infus database. Sever it.
Okay, so let me get this straight. The node has gotten into the firewall, broken through the public NCIS firewall, and started spamming Windows. And if they don't stop the node from getting into the private firewall, the secondary firewall, then something will happen. And so you've got to isolate the node. That's first tip. No, that's 20th tip. There's a lot of tips in this video. You better be paying. I hope you're writing fucking notes. I also, in my hubris, forgot to mention the most insane bit about this entire video. The talking point of this whole thing is my man's got fucking 2 people on the same keyboard.
But you did this for what?
Why not?
Why?
Why not?
Why though?
That is some next level shit. That is something that only the best hackers can do. Mr. Robot, eat your heart out. 2 people hacking on the same keyboard. My man's just over there, just fucking mashing the enter button. And she's over there on the other side, just hitting number 1 or something on the keyboard. And they're brewing up a storm. Brewing up a hacking storm. That node has no chance.
Can't. It's a point attack. He or she is only going after my machine.
It's not possible. This DoD level 9 encryption. It would take months to get built. What is that, video game?
No, Tony, we're getting hacked.
All right, boomer. You should just come in. Oh, is that a Game Boy? Is that a PlayStation? Fucking boomer over here eating his fucking pizza. We're over here hacking. two people hacking on the same keyboard. And you're gonna ask me if this is a game. Actually, a game would make more sense. There are old school PC games where you've got two people on the same keyboard controlling like a fighting game or something. A game would maybe make more sense. Does the boomer understand more than the goth hacker chick? That can't be right.
Sticking in Abby's computer, the entire NCIS network is next.
I can't stop him. Do something, McGee.
I've never seen code like this.
You haven't seen code at all. The only time we ever see what could be construed as code is right after he says, I've never seen code like this. Before that, it's just window, 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 window. A million windows, zero code. It's like they're opening the windows by mashing all the buttons. They're just opening all these windows. They're actually not getting hacked. They've just accidentally gotten into they've accidentally just gotten to a point where each button they press opens a new window. And they're like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Where'd it go, Abby?
I didn't do anything. I thought you did.
No. I did.
And then Boomer Squared saves the day. Pulling out that plug. If I had a penny for every time someone older than me pulled out the plug when I was in the middle of something, ooh, don't tell me dinner is ready, Mum, okay? I'm in the middle of a League of Legends game, and if you pull out that cord, I will scream, okay? Ah, that's it, baby. That's the video. That's the video right there. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys are amazing programmers at this point. Amazing hackers. You've learned from the best. I learned all my skills from pretty much this collection of videos. And now I've been able to pass it on to you. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite bottle of wine is for hacking. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, of course. I'll be making we'll be talking about more things in the future, and you know, keep that fucking techno music pumping. Watch out for keep an eye out for Techno Beats to Study 2 24/7, and we'll have a nice anime girl sort of studying while that's happening. All right, fuck it, bye.